Hey, hey, kings and queens, she's and he's, theys and thems, human beings and everybody in between. You're here with the Erratic Assassin, the hip hop therapist for the Erratic Show, and we're out here, keys on my bar, the mix bar, for a special listening session. You know, we all trying to get into a better mood, into a better life. It is a new year, and I think we're all trying to feel better, you know, and that's what we came here for some better feelings by the one and only. You know, some say she's a martial artist on the mic, vocal performance kicking ass. It's the one and only Adrienne Foo. How are you, Queen?
I'm good. What is that? Martial arts?
I don't even know. I was just thinking, I was like, I thought of food and kung fu. I was like, you know, this is.
I might steal that.
I would appreciate that. I would appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You're good. You're good. I actually know you feel more than that performance was crazy. First of all, it wasn't just a listening session, it literally was a live band performance. Thank you for blessing us with that. How did you feel about it?
I was shaking, first of all. I was very nervous, but how I felt about the entire thing, I couldn't believe it, to be honest. I can't believe we're actually at the point where it's happening. I've been preparing for a very long time, so I was in disbelief.
Oh, you're in disbelief.
Yeah, I was like out of, like, it was like an out of body experience. Like I was like, okay, so it's really happening. Like I did it, I rehearsed, I booked a venue, I invited people. Like I had the balls to do that. Like who do I think I am? You know what I mean?
You are her. That's who you think you are her. And you know, actually talking about that experience, how does it feel as an artist having to, you know, handle all of that? And as much as you might have a team, still thinking about it and bringing it into actual life and dealing with the admin of booking a venue and all of that, while still trying to focus on the art and giving the best performance. How do you balance the two?
Oh goodness, that's why it took me so long. The balance is hardly there when you're still, you know, a smaller artist, because everything is in your hands. You're booking the venue, you're finding the people that are going to be in your band, you are getting them to rehearsals. You need to make sure every single thing was basically on me. But I have an amazing family, I have an amazing team, I have amazing people in my band, which made it so much easier. So much easier.
No, I love it. Like, and your support structure is strong, you know, just seeing the people coming out today and And as you said, you know, family and your friends and everybody, how critical have they been in your whole career and pushing that forward?
Oh my goodness. So the first people to listen to my music is always my family. My family is listening to my music, whether it sucks or not. They're the first people getting it, and they're the ones who are filtering it. Like, okay, no, yes, no. So it's amazing. It's amazing to feel like they are proud of me, genuinely, not just because they're my siblings or, you know. So it's a beautiful feeling, you know. I'm blessed. Family structure, friends, all of that, very blessed.
No, it's great to hear, and for me, it's impressive to see, because you know we went to Tux back in the day, like back in the day, and even then I was like, I never knew you were singing. I was like, okay,
crazy,
you know, you're hitting the whole school thing. So how did they feel about the switch up from, you know, scholar to now artist, you know, vocal singer, vocal performer, going in the R&B lane? Like, was that a shock for them? Was there moments of like any controversy, or did they just roll with it and were like, you know what, this is her dream, we support and we're going with it?
Absolutely not. when I started singing, I was still in varsity. And I was like, no, I want to drop out. I want to study music, not like not study.
Yeah.
I wanted to go and study music, and my mom was kind of like, my friend, like, no, like, no, it's not happening. Like, no, what do you mean? Just do a real thing, and then you'll like sing for fun. What are you doing? And funny enough, the only time they actually started to kind of believe in my career was when I graduated and I continued making music. I said I wasn't getting a job, and I said I'm going to continue making music. And then I had a viral video that ended up being a song with Maporisa, and that whole experience also made my parents feel like there might be something there, you know. And it was sad, but it was also cool. It was sad that it took him saying like, hey, I want to make a song with you, but at the same time it was really cool because then I didn't have to validate it any further.
I love that. That's like, it's weird that sometimes you have to prove your family wrong. But not out of spite. It's just like, guys, trust. I got it. I know you can't see the vision, but I'm gonna make it come true. And we know, like, we made in PTA, but originally you are from Swaziland, right? Yeah. So tell us about the jump from going to Swaziland into Pretoria into Joburg and trying to find the scene and find your way in it, because a lot of people, I guess South Africa, we do look at Swaziland like just part of us as one, but we never really hear about the talents coming out of there and the artists that are coming out of there. Do you feel like you're representing and you have to push that flag, or it's slowly coming?
Okay, so Swaziland is a very different place, but also I have the predicament of being raised half in Swaziland, half in Pretoria. So I moved in the middle of high school. So
crazy.
Obviously, until now, I've literally lived half of my life that side and this side. So I do say I was born that side, but I'm also South African. My mom is
100%
South African. It's when I didn't sing when I was that side, but here's the confusion. When I came here, because my roots were that side, and I started singing, and my closest friends and the people I knew were that side. So I tried to start there because I didn't have as many people here, right? And so that's actually where it started. The first producer to let me into a studio was in Swaziland. It was in a dorm room at school.
Anyway, you gotta get it.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Some of those people went on to study music in the US and really had crazy experiences. I mean, today my photographer and videographer, people I shot with the first time in Swaziland, like when I started becoming a musician, I was like, hey, I need a photo shoot. Yeah. That very guy is here tonight.
I love that.
Shooting this, and he's amazing. So he drove all the way. Can you believe that?
That's
crazy.
That's love. That's real. That's real love. That's real support.
Yeah.
That's real support. And I guess that's why you're able to sing about real love.
Yeah.
It's just so much of it is around you. So much is happening. And when you coming to the singing, what makes you pick your topics on love? Is it that important in your life, or do you feel like that's just the R&B thing to do?
Most times it's the R&B thing to do. In the sense that you hear an R&B beat and you're just like, oh, this sounds like love. But truthfully speaking, there's so many things to speak on in the experience of love. You can speak about a fight, you can speak about an agreement, a disagreement, a date, a crush. There's so much to speak on, and it's so relatable. But that's not all I actually speak on. I mean, I do speak about, on this project in particular, the song Healing. I speak about, it's a song I wrote when I went to a therapy session, and I came out and I realized okay, that was a heavy session, but essentially my therapist is telling me to have conversations, to talk to people, and that will potentially change my feelings. So that can also be R&B, Yeah.
Definitely. No, I love that. And with the project, before getting there, like you said, you worked with Maporisa. We know you've worked with Pure, EP, you've had features. So now, what made you finally decide that it's your time now, and to focus on you and put another project and finding your sound?
I have been trying to do that for years. I've been working on this EP for a very long time, and I just bumped into so many things along the way. It was not my doing that I waited for so long. Sometimes it was because I gave up at some point. Just last year, actually. Last year sometime I had told myself I'm no longer making music. The universe is telling me no.
Yeah, why did you feel that way?
The hurdles. There were so many hurdles, and I just felt like, take a hint. Take a fucking hint.
Yeah.
Swear, but yeah. take
No, you can, you can swear. But I get, especially the hurdles where, because people are like, it's always hard to read the signs. Is this a hint to stop or a hint that I'm getting there, so the challenges are getting harder? Do I really want it? You know, is it this a challenge of how bad I want it?
Absolutely. So the journey to eventually getting here was not an easy one, but what motivated me was the feeling of emptiness that I have when I'm not creating music. I didn't feel like I was living my purpose. I had a normal job and, you know, all of that, and I still do, but that stuff doesn't fulfill me.
Yeah.
You know, and it left me so empty, so empty, with money in my pockets, but empty.
Nah, I get you, and that's the truth. That's why they say, you know, you can't take it with you when you die. We're talking about money, but the love, the memories, you know, the sense of purpose being fulfilled, you will take it with you. So now with this EP, Better Feelings, when is it coming out? And you know, what are you expecting to come afterwards? Because like I said, the performance was crazy. You deserve to be on stages. Like, people deserve to hear this and see it and experience it.
Thank you, sir.
They'll see the videos, but it's crazy.
Thank you, sir. The EP. Where do we start? Okay, so with this EP, Jesus, what was the question?
When is it coming out?
Okay, let's
And
start
then,
fresh.
yeah.
You said a lot more. And
No,
I'm
I
gonna
said,
answer
yeah.
every bit of it. So let's start with, when is it coming out? When it's coming out is in a month. I'm not going to give you an exact date because I am a perfectionist, which is also what holds me back.
Okay.
But to be honest, I think a month from now, so I would say towards the end of April.
All right, towards the end of April. Nice. Freedom Day. I love it. Freedom Day. You know what I'm saying? Free us.
Are you giving me a date?
Yeah, free us. Free us. We've been waiting. Free us.
Freedom Day.
I love it. Please, that has to be it. That has to be it. That has to be it. And then what are we expecting, like, after you drop it, or, you know, because
Yes,
like I
that
said, we
was
want
the
you
next
on
part.
want you on stages, but are we getting music videos? Are we going to get like
Definitely.
a live performance, you know?
Getting everything. I mean, after this, I have a lot planned. So this was like my big first half of the year. Not even first half, but first quarter of the year plan.
Yeah.
Second quarter of the year is visuals. Third quarter of the year is obviously also in between visuals, besides music videos, it's also more band visuals. So recreations of song and rearrangements of songs with my band, visualizing those as well. And then after that, it's a new EP in the end of the year, hopefully.
Woo!
Yeah.
Double homicide.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we love it.
Yeah.
Freedom Day.
Freedom Day.
Release us. And then lastly, where can the people find you, you know, just so they can stay connected and they can stay watching?
Adrienne_Foo on all platforms.
All right, love. Thank you so much for the music, for the art, for inviting us. It literally was a privilege and a blessing. And, you know, just wishing you the best all the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.